you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick.
Hello my friends, and welcome back to a brand new vlog. This vlog is going to be focused on kind of a mid-year reset. And you might be saying, but Dana, it's August, mid-year was a month ago, you're a little bit late. And to that I will tell you, I know. July was kind of chaotic for me, and I don't think it's too late to kind of continue to set intentions and get myself ready to have the best, second half of the year as possible. It also comes at like a super optimal time because August is my birthday month. My husband and I are moving this month. Things are kind of in transition right now. So we're gonna use that August energy, we're gonna use that Leo energy and just set some intentions and do some things to get ourselves on track for what we want the rest of 2022 to look like. So I'm gonna be sharing some goal setting stuff, some intentions for the rest of the year, and also just some things that I like to do to kind of reset myself and refocus on the things that are most important to me. And like I said, I'm moving this month. It's currently August 3rd and I'm moving on August 22nd. So, this side of the room looks pretty normal, but let me turn you around for a second so you can see what I'm seeing. This is what we've got going on the other side of the room at the moment. So yeah, things are a bit chaotic, but we're not gonna let that stop us from being intentional about how we spend our time. And a lot of the stuff that I'm doing for packing and moving also really goes along with kind of resetting for the rest of the year. I have lived here in this apartment for 4 years. So I'm going through 4 years of my life and kind of cleaning through things, getting rid of stuff, donating clothes, giving away stuff to friends and family, and just kind of walking through memory lane as well a little bit while I do that. And it feels like a very intentional mode of reflection and a big time for transition in my life. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and let's get into this vlog. Okay, I'm gonna start off with a little grocery haul. This is probably the last time I'm gonna get groceries before we move. I'm hoping that this will kind of last us. It's a lot of food. Gotta throw my hair up. We're gonna get serious for getting all these groceries put away. Oatly chocolate fudge bars for dessert. These are so yummy. It's like veggie ground beef, Oatly, of course, gingerade kombucha, roasted red peppers, Kalamata olives, pasta sauce for a good old lazy night, rice noodles for my Thai peanut noodles, and protein pasta, espresso for the machine, some protein bars for my husband to take to work, some granola to go with Greek yogurt. Oh my gosh, I got cashews for a stir fry and I had no idea the container was going to be this big. I'll have to find another way to use cashews. 2 types of Ithaca hummus because it was on sale. Feta and Parmesan to put on top of stuff. Got Siggy's Icelandic yogurt, wheat wraps for my breakfast egg wrap, tofu as always, vegan Italian sausage, Greek yogurt which I use like instead of sour cream on things, Cotta cheese for a recipe that I'm making, brown eggs. I got some of these poppies because literally everyone is talking about how good they are, so I needed to test the hype. Chickpeas, baby corn, diced tomatoes, hoisin sauce, sun-dried tomatoes, and tomato puree for a recipe, baby spinach, bananas, green onions, eggplant, tomatoes, a shallot, avocados, of course, red peppers, cucumbers, and broccoli. And that is it for the grocery haul. We are all set to be eating at home and eating mostly healthy for the next couple of weeks until we move, or right around the move is probably going to be a lot of takeout central. So one of the things that I really wanted to look at in this video are the goals that I set at the beginning of 2022 and kind of how they've changed, and retool those for the rest of the year so that they're practical, actionable, etc. I have not looked at these goals since the beginning of the year. I do kind of know what they are. I do remember them. We're definitely in for a little bit of mystery here, so I'm excited to see what they are. The first one is to reach 25,000 followers on TikTok. Oof. I currently have like 11,500, and I no longer think that this goal is practical. If my growth had continued as it was at the beginning of the year, this may have been practical, but I haven't been having as much growth on my account lately. Engagement has been great. I've really been enjoying interacting with my community on there, but I definitely have not been seeing that follower count go up quite as much. Yeah, that didn't happen. But I always write down under my goals how I'm going to get there, like what habits I'm actually going to follow to get there. And I definitely have followed those, because that says post every day, do a vlog that has a voiceover at least once a week, and do an original journal entry or poetry type post at least once a week. And I absolutely have stuck to that. I've been having such a blast creating content on TikTok and have continued to post consistently almost every single day. All right, next goal, very similar, is to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Again, I don't think that that's practical at all. I have been posting on YouTube every month. I've been trying to do 2 videos a month, but I currently am not even at 100 subscribers yet. So I am definitely gonna have to amend that goal. I will be, pumped when I get to 100. So maybe if I can set a goal for like 200 or something like that by the end of the year, I think that that would be incredible to, keep adding people to this community. I don't care how small it is, I'm gonna keep posting these videos for you all. Next one was to get more athletic and strong. I definitely have done that. I have been following Natasha Osayan's restart guide, which I have been doing in the gym, and that is functional resistance training. So there's some strength, but there's also a lot of like functional athletic movement. So it's not bodybuilding. I hate bodybuilding, but it is resistance training and kind of throwing around heavier weights. So I've been doing that, and I've also been pairing that with doing cardio at home on my bike and doing yoga and Pilates, as well as my dance rehearsals and some dance classes, of course. So I do feel like I've accomplished that goal. Next one, get a book deal with a major publisher. That's for my poetry book that I have been sending out to contests and publishers for the last 2 years or so. I have gotten a lot of encouraging rejections. I have been a finalist in a lot of contests, but nobody has quite picked up that poetry manuscript. And it's because I am keeping my sights very high. I'm only sending it out to presses that are large, that would have a large distribution, and that I would be like extremely proud to have my book in. I'm willing to keep waiting. But with this goal, I do think that I could spend more time sending out my book manuscript and working on my book manuscript. I think because this year has been focused on money in a lot of ways and kind of the growth of my business and getting a promotion at work and all of this stuff, kind of feels like some of my more creative goals have taken a back seat, and I feel like it's gonna be important for me to reprioritize those because they're really important to me. So I need to kind of show that with my daily habits and actions a little bit more. The next one on here is to get a promotion at my 9-to-5 job. I did that. That happened in February of 2022. I went from a coordinator role to an assistant director role, so pretty big jump there, and I'm so proud of that accomplishment. Okay, the next one is scale my freelancing business. That absolutely has happened already this year. This year I got my profile all set up on Contra and focused a lot on finding freelance clients for my book editing business that did not come from freelancing marketplaces, that were organic or, from word of mouth or from social media. And that has definitely been happening, and that's been a huge boost for my business. I've also raised my prices 2, 3, 4 times. I also was recruited into the Fiverr Pro program. So that's their kind of group of people that they've hand vetted their services and kind of can show you as an expert on the platform, which means that buyers with higher budgets essentially are coming to you to hire you as an expert, as a vetted expert. As soon as I got into that program, the business has kind of just been absolutely nonstop. So this one did happen for sure. I'm all about slow, intentional growth with my business, but of course always trying to grow and improve. So I'll probably keep that goal, but you know, the sub goals behind it will be slightly different. Okay, and then the last one is move to a nicer apartment, which, as I've told you, we are doing this month. I currently am in a 1-bedroom and I like it, but we are moving to a 2-bedroom apartment, which is kind of a walk-up style, like in a multifamily home as opposed to in an apartment building. And my husband will have a parking spot for his car as opposed to street parking. And we have a dishwasher, which I'm so excited about. If you watch my videos, you know the dishes are like the bane of my existence. And it's not too far away from where we are now. It's about 2 miles away, still in the same neighborhood. So yeah, we got 3 out of 7 and we still have the rest of the year. And I think it's a really good idea kind of now to sit back and retool and make these goals something that are attainable and actionable for me that I can do between August and December. And hopefully that'll encourage me, you know, to tackle these things head on. I'm gonna go write out my new list of goals, which I will just read to you briefly when they're all said and done. I just finished writing out my new goals. I could probably keep writing goals forever, but I don't want to place too many heavy expectations on myself, so I'm just gonna stick to the ones I have here. They are similar, but just kind of like changed a little bit, and I removed the ones that I already completed. So reach 15K on TikTok, reach 200 subscriptions on YouTube, scale my freelancing business with the specific sub goals of finishing an informational ebook, which I can sell as passive income, and earning over $2,000 a month from my book editing business. The next big goal is getting more poetry publications, and finally getting more athletic and toned. And then some fun ones: make the new apartment feel like a home and enjoy all the events and adventures. That last one is because I have a couple friends getting married this year, and there's lots of like, you know, bachelorette weekends and bridal showers and weddings. Might be a little chaotic, but at the same time, I think they're all going to be really special and memorable experiences. So I'm just putting myself in the mindset of really trying to enjoy those and take advantage of those, because that's never going to happen again. 2 of my best friends in the world are never going to get married again. So those are my mid-year goals. I hope that was interesting and useful for you all. I think this was a really good exercise for me, because I think if I had come to the end of the year and had read those goals from the beginning of the year, I may have felt a bit defeated, but now kind of being able to just revise them and bring them to a place where I really feel like I can take action and accomplish them feels really good. It is now the next day, as you can probably tell. Today I've mostly just been doing work for my 9-to-5 job in my little home office over there, and then I was also filming some content for Papier. They sent me their mid-year planner, which I got to customize. So it says my name and then manifest. But they sent me this to make some TikTok content for them. I actually love it so much, and I've like been wanting to try out Papier planners. And it's a mid-year planner, which means basically it goes from July 2022 to December 2023. So it's an 18-month planner. And this kind of goes right along with what we're talking about in the video today. It has the month view of each month, these little like monthly planning pages where you can do goals, to-do lists, important dates, etc. And then it has these like weekly planner pages where you have a little space for each day. So I'm really excited to utilize this. We spent all that time yesterday talking about setting goals, and I feel like having a resource like this is really helpful to hold yourself accountable for those goals, because you're kind of looking at goals for each month, writing down everything that you need to do each day. I'm huge on lists. I don't know if I have mentioned this on my YouTube before, but I do struggle with anxiety pretty bad. One of the things that really helps me get through my anxiety is being able to write out and kind of brain dump everything that I need to get done, or brain dump goals and stuff like that. Basically just taking all the stuff that's running around in my mind and putting it on paper has always been an extremely helpful resource for me. So I'm really excited to use this planner. So one of the things that I've been wanting to do is just try out some new recipes. So I made a eggplant sun-dried tomato pasta dish, and it looks amazing. I'm gonna plate that up and go enjoy it, and I will show it to you before I eat it. There is the finished product. I cannot wait to eat this. Looks amazing. It is now Sunday. It's been a few days since I've checked in with you because I was just doing like social things with friends and stuff like that that didn't really have anything to do with the vlog. But I wanted to pick up the camera today because I'm gonna start packing up the kitchen. As I mentioned, we're moving in a couple of weeks, so going through old stuff and deciding what to keep and what to bring and all of that, and then packing things is a huge part of this kind of like mid-year reset for me. So I'm gonna get started on that, bubble wrapping a bunch of stuff from the kitchen, probably deciding what to get rid of, etc. I'll probably pop you on a time lapse, but I will let you know if there's anything interesting to chat about. After a long day of packing, I am putting together some dinner. I've got some stir-fry vegetables here. There's those cashews in the corner are going to be in the stir-fry. Got some tofu going in the wok right now, and some chicken for my husband, and some rice back there. The sauce, it's like soy, hoisin, chili garlic, some honey, and I was thinking about adding a lime, but I'm not 100% sure. There is the finished product, and honestly, if I do say so myself, it looks better than something you would get in a restaurant. So that's the veg version, and there's hubby's with the little chicken breast on top. It is now Monday morning. I'm having my little iced oat milk latte with my cold foam, and I jumped right into working on a freelance book editing project. So getting started nice and early and productive on a Monday. One of the big like mid-year reset things for me, of course, is my business, my freelancing business. If you're interested in freelancing, the last video I posted was kind of my like intro to freelancing, how I got to where I am, how you can do the same thing. So go back and watch that if you are interested in more in-depth chats about freelancing. I'm trying to give myself a little bit of grace during this kind of moving time of my life, this period of transition. So right now I'm really just working on, the projects that I have and trying to beat that income level from last month. Once I've settled into the new apartment, I'm really hoping to kind of continue leveling up the business in new ways. Honestly, I'm going to speak this into existence right now because this feels like a season of prosperity. I feel so optimistic right now about the future. I don't know if it's because it's Leo season and I'm like fired up on my Leo energy or what, like my birthday's next week. I don't know if that's what it's about, but I'm just feeling so energized about the potential of the future. I think moving into the new apartment is a big step, and that kind of change of environment I feel like is really going to be a game changer. I show you a couple seconds of me working when I film these vlogs, but in reality, most days I work like 10 to 12 hours a day because I work a 9-to-5 job and I'm so focused on the success of my business. I've made this my business for a reason. It's because I enjoy it and I'm passionate about it. Monday motivation for you all, whatever day of the week it is. I hope this energy is contagious. Give yourself grace, of course. Not every day is going to be perfectly productive and amazing and getting you towards your goals, and you're not going to feel creative and motivated every single day, and that's totally fine. But when you have that energy, or when you can push through to find that energy, do it. Like, get into it. future you is going to thank you if you go chase that shit today. Okay, I finished my freelancing project and turned it back into the author. And now I want to get in some movement because I've already been working for hours this morning. And then I'm going to have to sit down for the rest of the day to work my 9-to-5 job. So I'm going to get some movement in. It's a little bit tricky right now because the apartment is filled with all of the moving boxes. Just finished my workout, and the way that the boxes are set up in this room right now is honestly bothering me. I feel like it's not as efficient as it could be. So I'm going to take the opportunity while I'm sweaty to fix this and just make it a little bit more intuitive and organized. It's not perfect, but look how much more compact that is. I just finished up my work day. It's super gloomy outside. This week ended up being like a lot busier than I expected it to be, and just so many little things that I needed to do. So I kind of decided that part of this reset for me is really going to be taking care of myself and giving myself the opportunity to rest a little bit. It's kind of hard right now because my space is so all over the place with all the moving and packing stuff everywhere that I find it a little bit harder to do my regular self-care and relaxation things in the space. But with that said, I think I'm going to try my best this evening to do a little bit of self-care, and I'm going to take you along with me. I just finished up my yoga class. It didn't feel super motivated to do that today, and I feel like $1,000,000 right now. That was exactly what I needed. It was a tough class, but also like super relaxing and rejuvenating at the same time. And the instructor said something that I really liked. We were in extended side angle in a full bind. We were staying there for a while and it was really tough. And he said, see how you can still breathe when you're in a knot. Oh my gosh, I just love that because that's kind of how I feel right now. Everything is a little bit chaotic with moving and everything like that, but I still feel like I'm finding this sense of breath within this huge transition. And I think it's a really nice reminder to oneself that your body is still capable of breath when you are in a knot, when you're in a bind, literally. If you watch all of my vlogs, you're probably like, are you joking, Dana? You're still reading Atomic Habits? Well, if you know me, you also know that I run a book editing business. So I am constantly reading books because I'm editing them for work. So I would say I probably read, a book or two a week. But those books are not the books that I choose. They're, from the authors that I'm helping edit. So I actually get through books really slowly. I'm a fast reader, but I would say I read like a chapter of this maybe every other day, and that's, so I'm about halfway through. But in terms of resetting your mindset and kind of just continuing to, I really hate like saying self-improvement, self-development, etc., because I feel like that space has become pretty toxic. But, just kind of continuing to hone in on being the version of yourself that you want to be, showing up for yourself and keeping the promises that you make to yourself. I feel like that's a big part of, you know, how we ultimately get to the goals that we set for ourselves. So in terms of a reset, looking at your mindset is really important too. So this book I have been enjoying so much. The cool thing about reading it slowly is that I'm really savoring every page. I highly recommend. I'm about halfway through and I absolutely love it. I think if you like my vlogs, which are, you know, all about the daily habits and routines that get me to where I am, this book is kind of right in line with that. So if you like my vlogs, you'll probably like this book. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. And I'll link it down below if you're interested in a new kind of self-development genre book to read.
Used to be perfect, used to be worth it. Keeping you with me, thought it would hurt me. Like when you did me dirty, now you ain't even worthy. I'm in the big league, focused on big teams. Wake up and breathe, manifesting my dream. That's all with my teeth. You were just draining my energy, no you were never a friend of me, now you're just...
I made some pasta. Pasta is like my favorite food that I crave literally all the time. It is looking fabulous. Got myself a little glass of Sauvignon Blanc, and I've got my Netflix on and I am ready to chill for the evening. I think I'm gonna go ahead and conclude the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you some ideas or some inspiration to kind of reset yourself to have a beautiful and optimized rest of your 2022. Let me know what you are doing to reset yourself for the rest of this year in the comments. If you've made it this far, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm still a brand new channel, so that kind of thing really helps me out a lot. So I appreciate it when you all do that. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. That is so good.
From my destiny, never again when I let that be all that is history. Yeah. I think that's my right outside.